Everybody, this is Junius Bennett coming to you live. I am a Navy disabled veteran, and I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video because I've been getting a lot of questions concerning how do I connect this and how do I connect that, how do I get permanent and total, all these questions. I've been seeing about this, or I got injured back in 1991. How do I get this connected to service connection? I want you to go ahead and like this video right now, subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell for notifications for future videos because I want you to be informed. An uninformed veteran is not good because there's a lot of misinformation that is out there distorting the real truth about service connection, okay? There's a lot of noise, okay? What I want you to do is be a part of a Facebook group online. It's New Life Veterans, okay? This is gonna be a group that's designed for you to make service connection simple, okay? The reason why we want to make it simple because it's so complicated. The laws are so complicated, written by Congress, that it's confusing a lot of people from VSOs, state organizations, VFW, DAVs, even attorneys are giving misinformation. What happens when a veteran gets misinformation who they're thinking is real? It affects you and your family only. It doesn't affect no one else but you and your household when you get misinformation, right? So I want to stop the buck right now, right at New Life Veterans. I need you to go ahead and follow me over there at Facebook. New Life Veterans, a free Facebook resource for you, okay? Now, let's ask the first question. How do you get permanent total? Permanent total, you have to be 100% disabled, number one, and they have to determine that your injuries or disabilities is not getting any better. It's pretty much permanent. You're pretty much stuck at your disabilities, and it's not a chance in hell that it's going to improve. Okay. Now you also have to have a non-VA doctor to write a medical nexus letter and a DBQ confirming all of that information as evidence to file to the VA at the intake center. Okay. So you want to make sure that there's no process in HEC or rehabilitation that's out there that can rehabilitate you to get you better than 100%. Okay. Now, the next question that I hear all the time, Junius, I was injured in such and so, they won't diagnose me over at the VA for this. Don't worry about the diagnosis. You know that's 3 elements of service connection. If you get your diagnosis from a non-VA doctor, that suffice the law, okay? So even if you don't get a diagnosis at the VA, you can go to a non-VA doctor and get a diagnosis. As long as you print it off, get that proof, all right? Number 2, all right, you gotta have an injury service that was activated in service, injury that was activated in service. So if you have your service treatment records, all right, from the National Archives, your medical and your dental records, that's the evidence that you're gonna have to go ahead and say this happened in the military. That is what you call a direct service connection, ladies and gentlemen. That means directly affected. Now, secondary connections are a little bit different, okay? Secondary is something that was caused by your direct, okay? Like, let me give you an example. I have a broken nose that's called a deviated septum. And with the broken nose, it obstructs my airway, my nasal passage. Well, when you have an obstructed nasal passage, you lose your breath at night, and that's called sleep apnea, okay? So in order for me to get sleep apnea, because I don't have any records in the military for medical and dental, I have to have something else that caused the secondary issue. And that first thing that caused the secondary issue is called a deviated septum. Now, I want to tell you this, it does not have to be connected as the direct first before you can file for your secondary, all right? You can file them both at the same time. I want to clear that up because the adjudication manuals afforded you to do that. What do I do? Where do I get all of my information from? I get it from Title 38 CFR Part 4. That's the congressional law. I want you to take out a pen and a piece of paper, write down Title 38 Code of Federal Regulations, that's CFR Part 4. Okay, that's the law, all right? Now, the manual that a lot of the adjudicators are using out there at the road, the regional office, they have to follow those procedures, okay? So I'm gonna teach you everything that the decision maker has to make by their manual over at New Life Veterans. So if you have not liked this video, click on the icon that you like the video, you're subscribing to the channel, and also you're being notified by clicking on that bell icon that you see below this video, okay? I hope this helped you. Now, for as people who are getting denied over and over again, it's because you're being misinformed, number 1, and number 2, you don't know the elements of service connection. I'm gonna end out this video so you can learn the 3 elements real quick. Number 1, you gotta have a current diagnosis. So if you don't have one, get your butt to the doctor doctor, whether it's an emergency room diagnosis or an appointment diagnosis. Get your diagnosis, whether it's a VA or non-VA. Get your diagnosis, number one. Number two, show proof in your medical records that it's direct. If you don't have any proof that it's not direct, then you need to follow a service connection for secondary, all right? Third thing, you gotta have a non-VA doctor to link the three together. What I mean by that, if you've been out the military more than 12 months, the VA is not gonna recognize your own lay statements. They're gonna have to need a non-VA doctor, an outside doctor that you have to pay out of pocket for, or maybe your medical insurance covers it, to get a medical diagnosis nexus link all together, along with a disability benefits questionnaire filled out, signed, dated, with their license number on the line for you. If you do not have that information submitted as evidence as a fully developed claim, you will not get service connection. I hope this video helped you. Happy holidays and God bless you.